Hi, how are you doing? Hello, my favorite people. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to your new favorite place on the internet. My name is Bella, and I've been gone. I think it's been like 3 weeks. I just haven't posted a single video. I honestly, quite sincerely, just haven't had the energy, nor the time, nor the mental capacity to even think about filming, editing, uploading, pretending that everything's okay. Like, I just truly just don't have it in me. Um, but I think that it's time to give you guys a little bit of an explanation because I don't want you to feel abandoned. I don't want you to feel like I just don't care and I am, past this era of my life. Quite the opposite, really. And I think that I have enough distance from the events that have transpired in the last couple of weeks and the last couple of months for me to be able to speak about it and not immediately burst into tears. So, just in case you've been wondering where I've been, technically I've been right here. Life does go on. The world continues to turn, the clocks continue to tick. It won't stop just because your life has stopped. Or, well, yeah, like your life won't stop just because something has happened to you and you have to just keep going, unfortunately. So the thing is, this is probably going to be one of the most personal and, how can I say this? Like, honest videos that I've made in the last couple of years because I guess I don't really speak about this online that much. But ever since 2023, I have been living with pain every single day of my life. And fortunately, that's not something that the people around me, whether it be my family or my friends, have had to deal with. Like, they don't know what that even entails. But unfortunately for me, that does mean that I don't really have anyone that I can talk to about these things in a way because yes, the people that love me, they can empathize with my pain and they can try to understand what's happening and they can try to be, kind and offer me some help, but they can't truly understand what I'm going through because they don't actually, like, they don't experience this day to day, daily pain and discomfort and not being able to feel comfort in your own body. And that's like honestly something very hard to explain to someone that hasn't experienced it themselves. Because how do you explain to someone that you were just never at peace physically? But the more time that passes with you being in constant pain, that also starts to wear away at your mental health. And I think that I now want to talk to you guys about it because I've realized or I've come to think about the fact that maybe nobody around in my circle has had to experience this, but maybe one of you has. And maybe by sharing my experience, I can also help other people that may be in this similar situation. Or maybe somebody that, has also experienced this can make me feel a little less lonely, because that's the thing. This journey, this thing in my life has made me feel so isolated from everybody because it is so difficult to try to make people understand that I just simply do not have the same energy that they do. I simply do not have the same capabilities that other people do, and I have a lot more limitations. And it sucks when I have to constantly remind them, or not even constantly, but I know it's not their intention, but it does hurt when they ask something of me or they expect something from me and I have to remind them, well, actually, I can't do this because I'm in pain, or that causes even more pain. And they're like, oh, right, sure, sorry. Of course, that's not done with any hate in their heart or any sort of negative emotion is not connected to their words or their actions or just them misremembering. Like, it's not their job to remember every single pain and situation that I may find myself in. But it does, it does wear away at me to do that with the people that I love. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience and explain to you guys where I've been and what I'm currently dealing with, and yeah, maybe hopefully find a little bit of comfort in making this video and talking about it and talking about my experience, and maybe helping somebody out there, or maybe somebody out there can help me. I don't even know at this point. I just know that I have reached a dead end. You know, I've tried doing this by myself. I've tried doing this with other people, and it's just very hard. It's very hard to try and explain something that is not natural. You know, it's not normal for you to be in pain even while you're doing nothing at all. Like, you're laying in bed and you're in pain. You're walking and you're in pain. You're at the movies and you're in pain. And it's just exhausting, you know? And the thing is, I used to be a pretty healthy person up until, I want to say, mid 2023, and that's when everything really started to happen. I just kept getting these unexplainable injuries. I've gone to so many different doctors, and all of them always have the same tagline: I've never seen something like this. This is a very peculiar case. I can't explain what happened. Whenever I ask them, how can I, avoid this happening again, they're just like, I don't know, because I don't know what caused this. Already, the emotional weight of having to deal with the pain. And then on top of that, to have to now bear the weight of nobody being able to really actually tell you why you have to go through this or what you can do to get better. Or them giving you solutions, but then telling you, adding this caveat of, yeah, this is gonna help, but if it comes back, if the pain comes back, it's normal. Crazy. I can't even begin to explain the effect that has on you as a person. Like, not knowing, because I can't say that I know 100%, but expecting pain as soon as you wake up and expecting to be in pain for, I don't even know for how long, is very, very sad. And it's very, very hard. It's a very hard thing to have to go through by yourself, because of course I'm not alone, but I am alone in experiencing this. I'm not, I have my moral support, I have my friends, I have my family, they're all healthy, thank goodness, but they don't, thankfully, I'm not saying that I want them to experience this pain with me, I'm just saying they don't have to experience the pain that I go through, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm not mad, I'm not salty about that, I'm just saying moral support can only go so far, This is such a depressing video. I didn't think that this was going to be so depressing. I also didn't script any of this, so I don't even know what I'm thinking of doing with this video. Maybe I just needed to get this out, because these are things that I've been thinking about for a while now. Last year, I had surgery on my left shoulder, and I did about 3 to 4 months of physical therapy, and I really thought that was going to be the last of it, Like... Yeah, I really thought that was the last time that I was going to have to, go through that whole cycle again. But then 2026 comes and it's like, wait, there's still more things that we can break in your body. I'm in a very overwhelming place in my life, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to hold on to the positive things, to hold on to hope, and to hold on to good things in life, because despite all of the pain and discomfort and things that I've had to go through these past couple of months, I cannot deny that there have been so many beautiful things happening around me as well. My sister had a baby. I'm officially an aunt or an aunt. I don't really know how to pronounce that word. There's like different pronunciations depending on where you're from. But yes, I'm officially una tía. There we go. And my brother that's lived in Taiwan for over 10 years came to visit us, and that was probably one of the best weeks of the entire year, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, we're only in March. Actually, no, we're in April, and I can already tell his visit is going to be the highlight of the year. It's been getting really hard to want to live In the sense that, let me explain that because that's a worrisome statement. In the sense that it's getting harder to focus on my hobbies and focus on being social and talking to people, sharing my life with other people. It's getting increasingly difficult to, pick up a book and want to enjoy it and spend hours diving into a book with new characters and a story and losing myself in that story. It's getting increasingly hard for me to be interested in new shows, new movies. But there's also like really good days with the really, really bad days. And that's the thing. Like, I've been living with this situation, with this pain, this daily existence for more than 3 years now. Actually, not more than 3 years. 23, 24, 25, 26, 3 something years. No, I don't even know. I've been living like this for a couple of years now. And the thing is, I've kind of just learned to live with it. That doesn't mean that it's easy. That just means that I've learned to adapt to my new limitations. I've learned where my energy bar caps. Like, I know the signs of when exhaustion is about to hit. I know that when I'm getting sleepy at 7 p.m., I should probably just listen to my body and go to sleep, even though everybody calls me a grandma. Like, yeah, sure, but try being in pain for, I don't know, 13, 14 hours a day and tell me if you don't get exhausted. Just tell me. Just let me know. Just let me know. But anyways, I really, like, I don't know. These past couple of months have been a little hard to swallow. If these months were a pill, they would be very hard to swallow. And I've just been trying to wrap my head around my new diagnosis, trying to wrap my head around my new reality and what the next couple of months are going to look like: physical therapy, other medical treatment, and it can be overwhelming. And that's why I'm just taking it day by day, step by step, minute by minute, second by second. Because if I try to preview the next 3 to 6 months of my life, I am not going to do well. So I've been away for a while because I was grieving the person that I thought that I was going to be, or the person that I used to be. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I think there was a version of me that expected to be pain-free and finally comfortable after years of this, and that version is no longer feasible, at least not for the next 6 to 7 months, maybe, probably, I don't even know, fingers crossed, I guess. So I just wanted to come on here to explain to you guys where I've been, what I've been going through, and I'm like really new to this. I don't know what terms to use. I don't know what wording, language is appropriate or acceptable, but it's like, whoever, let me know. Whoever has had to deal with constant everyday pain, what do you do? Like, how, I just need like tips. I need tips on how to not let the pain win. I'm like, this is a girl calling out for help. Maybe somebody has some nifty tips and tricks that I just haven't found. So if you have time, if you have experience with what I have been describing, it doesn't need to be the same situation, of course, but if you've experienced something similar to this, I would honestly, genuinely, really appreciate it if you could share your experience and share how you're doing and what do you do on days that are just so hard. What do you do? I would really appreciate it. And even if you don't go through this particular experience, like, what do you do when you have bad days? Because I'm really struggling here. Like, just point blank, as honest as I can be, I am struggling, and it's a very isolating, lonely experience that I would like to not be buried alive in. So I would really appreciate some guidance, some hope, some company. I would really love some company. I would really actually adore some company. So wait, give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I did just want to get that out of the way because, you know, you're probably wondering where I've been. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks, and I didn't want to let more time pass by without me doing something that I love and something that I know brings me joy, which is making this video, not this specific video, but like making videos, connecting with you guys. I know that this is something that I love and that brings me the most happiness at the moment. So yeah. Anyways, this isn't the only thing that this video is going to be about. Maybe I can film the rest. I don't even know, actually. Maybe I can, yeah. Anyways, I do have a couple of other clips. I haven't filmed them yet. Actually, I'm making this up as I go, as we speak. Like right now, I just thought of it. Maybe I can share a couple of more clips. Like this doesn't have to be the only thing that this video is about. Like, yeah, I'm opening up like never before. It doesn't all have to be super serious. Like we can also have fun. So stay tuned. Don't worry. This isn't going to be super depressing. I do think that I want to show you like other parts of life, you know, just letting you know, still going through the situation, but that doesn't mean that life stops for anybody. So maybe I can share some other things that I've been doing and other things that I've been living. So hello. This is the roughest intro to a video ever. Like, here, guys, let me drop the most personal bomb that I will ever share in my life. Anyways, how about a little unboxing? Anyways, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be good. Okay, now I'm kind of second guessing this because what if nobody cares? I mean, I know that people will care, but it's also like, I wanna escape my reality. I don't wanna hear about your issues, but it's also like, I want you guys to know that I didn't make this video, or my intention behind this video isn't to be like, oh no, woe is me. I just really wanted to share what I've been going through, my experience, what has been happening lately, and hopefully that'll make somebody else feel less lonely, and maybe you guys can also help me in feeling less lonely. You know, just kind of like start this space of hope and kindness that I've so desperately been searching for. So anyways, with that said, I do actually have a package that's been sitting here for like 2 weeks, I want to say. So I thought that we could open it together. You know, like who doesn't love a good old unboxing? So let's get that started. I do need to move because I'm currently using the package as a tripod. So give me 2 seconds. So as you can see, we've moved. And I do now have the package in question in my hands. So why don't we just go ahead and open it? Because again, this has been sitting here for over 2 weeks. I haven't opened it. So I think this is like a great segue into happier content, you know? Like not everything has to be so sad. So I'm a little rusty in package opening, so this is fine. Watch it not be anything interesting. That would actually depress me even further. But this is what I see. Literally nothing, just paper. Okay, lovely. Okay, you can see first. What is that? Who? Wait, that's actually insane. Who sent this to me? It has no note. How can you send me such a stunning edition and not send me a note? No puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser. Okay, somebody has sent me this gorgeous, I must assume this is like a collector's edition or something. This is so beautiful. What is this? First edition, November 2025, book design by Elizabeth. I mean, it doesn't really say it's a collector's edition, but it should be. Look at this. Look at this. This is like stunning. This is Sunshine on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, which is the author of The Hunger Games, and this is Sunrise on the Reaping. This is Hey Mitch's. Okay, I'm struggling. But anyways, this is the backstory of Hamish Abernathy. And it's so funny because my best friend, she recently called me. She's currently in London and she FaceTimed me and she told me the entire plot of Sunshine on the Reaping. And she told me all of the details, what goes down, how Hamish became the Hamish that we know when we meet him in the Hunger Games. And now I get this stunning edition. Oh my, this is like literally stunning. And look at the pages though. I don't know if it's focusing. I think it is, but look at this. Like, this is actually mouth-opening, jaw-dropping, beautiful, stunning. When you've been set up to lose everything you love, what is there left to fight for? As the day dawns on the... I feel silly reading this because I feel like everybody has already read Sunshine on the Reaping, especially with the movie coming out this year. So I feel like I'm the only one, probably one of the last people to not have read Sunshine on the Reaping. Oh my god, the book starts with Hamish's birthday. That's so sad. Okay, so how do I know who sent this to me? I literally need to know. Pero que no hay nada. There's literally no way to tell who sent me Sunshine on the Reaping, but this is such a gorgeous edition. This is so beautiful. Y'all, I cannot get, okay, please focus. I cannot get over how beautiful this cover is. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is actually crazy. I'm flabbergasted. My gob has been smacked. I actually need to know who sent this to me, but I don't know how. Well, maybe the person that sent it to me is watching this right now. I just want to say thank you so much for thinking of me and wanting me to own such a beautiful edition of Sunrise on the Reaping. I have been dying to read this, honestly, ever since I heard the announcement. And then I think it was like last week, I saw the trailer for the movie and I was like, oh, I need to read the book before it comes out. It's just a thing that I need to do now. It's like my life's mission. I'm truly trying to find like the joy in the littlest of things. Like, if I do there are days when I'm just like, if I do the bare minimum, I'm gonna be so proud of myself. I like making these little side quests, if you will, these little missions, these little goals, and whenever I complete them, I feel so good about myself. And I feel like one of those missions is to read Sunrise on the Reaping before the movie comes out. And considering the fact that my reading hasn't been stellar recently, like yeah, it's been tough. It's been rough here lately. So reading has definitely not been a priority, but this is probably one of the books that I am finally excited to read. After, like, March was a horrible reading month. I actually don't know if you guys know that, but March, I was introduced to the worst books that I'm probably going to read in 2026. So I'm finally like finding books that I'm excited to read again. And it's such a relief because for a moment there, I really thought I was growing out of my reading habit, which honestly, that was such a stupid thought to have. But anyways, yes, please, whoever sent me Sunshine on the Reaping, please let me know who you are so that I can thank you properly. And I think now I do need to get some work done. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go do that. I will keep you guys posted, but anyways, stay tuned for more content. Maybe I'll talk to you guys later and give you some reading updates, because even though my reading has been not the best lately, I still have some reading updates that I want to give you guys. So stay tuned for those. But for now, I need to get back to work, so I'll talk to you guys later. Even though these past 2 months haven't been the best in regards to everything, but more exclusively speaking of reading, I haven't been reading the best of books lately, but that all changed when I picked up this last book that I finished. I think I finished it, what, 5, 6 days ago? And y'all, oh my God, I cannot wait actually to speak about this book with you guys because it is everything that you told me it would be, and that is Battle Royale. So, okay, please focus. I'm gonna give my camera a moment to bask in the beauty of Battle Royale. So, this is a 600 plus page horror dystopian novel about this class, this ninth grade class of students that get picked by the government to kill each other in a competition to see who is going to be the sole survivor. Like, out of 42 students, only one can be the winner. They have to kill each other by all means possible. There are no rules. Just basically do whatever it takes to survive, and you will be rewarded at the end. I just had so much fun reading this story. I think this is the most fun I've had with any book this year, if I'm being honest. And I mean, I am always honest. I don't know why I use that phrase, because I'm always honest. So it just doesn't make sense for me to say if I'm being honest, because that's literally all I do. But anyways, Battle Royale was a fantastic read. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. It is very descriptive in its violence and in its gore and in the actions that these 15-year-old students are doing, and the things that they are forced to do to survive. Some kids go crazy, some kids actually bask in the violence of it all. Some kids refuse to participate just because they could never do that to a fellow student, somebody that they saw every single day, or at least 5 days of the week, and who they bonded with over homework and tests and teachers, and they just don't see themselves being murderers. This is such a diverse group of students in the ways of thinking and the ways of acting, and when they're all put together in this live or die type of situation, it is remarkably fascinating to see the psychology behind their decisions and the choices that they make, and how they try to rationalize what they're doing and the lengths they're willing to go to survive, and how they have to live with that for the rest of their lives, which might be 30 minutes, 2 days, or until the end of the competition, who knows. But Battle Royale was fantastic. Like, literally, it is a huge book. Like, there's no hiding that. It is over 600 pages. But once you pick it up, you literally don't even think of the page number, because you're so focused on the stakes of the story. You're so focused on getting to know these characters and seeing what they're living through. It just messes with your mind in such a fantastic way, in such a fun way. It's honestly one of the best reading experiences that I've had all year. And it was so good. It was literally so good. I wish I could read this book for the first time all over again, because it is just so intense, insane. Yeah, it was such an incredible read, and I just had to talk about it with you guys because so many of you, when you saw me pull this out for my March TBR or April TBR, I don't even know at this point, but so many of you were so excited for me when you saw me pull this one out, because you were like, oh, you're going to love this. You're not even going to be thinking of the page number. You're just going to be wanting more and more time with these characters, this story, this plot, this world. It's so sick and twisted and macabre, and somehow I just cannot get enough. This book is definitely for people that don't mind horror or violence or gore, because you'll definitely get a lot of that here. This is definitely not for the faint of heart. So if none of the things that I've just mentioned apply to you, maybe skip this one, but if you're open to it, I think you could really love Battle Royale. It's incredible, okay? It is incredible. I loved getting to know all of these characters, and it's very interesting because you don't only follow one set of characters, you kind of get to know all of them, or at least the vast majority of them. It's like this third person. I actually don't know how it's called when it's like third person, but it's kind of like seeing the entire battlefield in a way. Like, I don't know what that term is for that type of narrative, but that's what this is. So we don't only get to follow one group of people, we get to follow a bunch of them, and we get to follow a lot of different personalities, a lot of different types of people, which just makes this even more exciting and fascinating and intriguing, and I could not put it down. After Battle Royale, I am currently in one of my last 2 books of the month that was in my April TBR, and this one, it's a little over 400 pages. I think it has 400, yeah, around 420 pages, and that is Your Absence is Darkness. And this one is like the complete 180 of Battle Royale, because this is so much more focused on feelings and grieving and generational trauma. And I think we're following, I still don't know what's going on, because our narrator doesn't know what's going on. He woke up in this church and he sees this man and he low-key thinks it's the devil, but somehow, like, he has no memory of where he came from. He doesn't even know his own name. He doesn't know where he is, but he's meeting all of these different people. He kind of feels like he knows them, but he doesn't know why. And bit by bit, we start rebuilding the story of the other people that surround him, but we still have no idea who this person is, like the one telling the story. 209 pages into this book, and I'm still not quite sure what's going on, but I am being hit by a lot of emotions while reading this book, because it is very hard-hitting. It touches on a lot of heavy topics like grief and losing a parent or losing somebody that you love, and I think that it's very beautifully written as well. So yeah, I am enjoying Your Absence is Darkness, but it's definitely a very different type of enjoyment from Battle Royale, because that first book was like violence, people dying left and right, oh my goodness, who's going to survive, oh my god, so much death. And this one, it makes you sit with your emotions, it makes you sit with your grief and come face to face with some hard-hitting negative emotions. I mean, it's not negative, it's just hard. It's hard things that you have to deal with and have to come to terms with. This book makes you face those situations. So I'm enjoying this book, yes, but it's a very different type of enjoyment. But I'm kind of hoping that I can finish this before the week ends, but I also don't want to rush it. Because I don't want to force myself into another reading slump. Like, I'm still in it, kind of. I'm still very much in my reading slump era. I thought Battle Royale was going to get me out of it, because for 3 days straight, I just wanted to read Battle Royale. But since this one, it's a lot slower, it's a lot more introspective and emotional, it's taking me a lot more time to get through it. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying, I'm still not back in my prime where I was reading like 3 books per week, you know? So I'm not sure when I'm going to be finishing this one, but I am enjoying it, and I just wanted to mention it because, yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. And then the other book that I really want to see if I can finish before the month ends is actually completely different from the other 2 books that I've mentioned as well. So as you can see, I'm keeping my reads pretty diverse this time. I mean, I always try to do that, you know, have different types of genres, maybe classics, maybe fantasy, maybe romance. And I think that I've done that this month as well, because the next one that I really want to read is Starshipped by Cat Sebastian. This is their most recent release, and I love this cover. I love the retro feel of it. Okay, you're not even focusing. That's a little bit homophobic, not gonna lie. Okay, sure. So yeah, I would say that I started it, but I'm literally on page 2. I don't even know if you can see that, but I'm literally on page 2. I don't think you can count that as having started the book. And I might have to read page 1 again, because I don't even remember when I started this. This has a total of 368 pages. So, you know, a little bit over I don't even know what I was going to say, but it's not a short one is what I'm trying to say. But I'm still really excited to see if I can finish this before April comes to an end, because for some reason April has passed me by and I didn't even notice. Like I didn't even know we were on the last week of April until I looked at my calendar because I was trying to do some doctor's appointments scheduling, and I was like, wait, we can totally do that the next week of April. And they're like, well, May is next week. And I'm like, sorry? So I have no idea where April went, but I'm going to try my best to make the most out of the days that I have left of the month. And that entails filling up my days with really good books. Maybe I can restart an anime that I'm really excited to continue. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I just need to fangirl a little bit because even though I'm only 6 episodes in, it is so good and it's making me want to re-enter my anime era, and it's called Tamon's B-Side. It's basically about like this girl and there's like this group of idols. It's like a J-pop group, and we have this girl, she's a really big fan, and because life is just like that, she ends up working in the house of her bias as like the cleaning lady, and she also cooks meals for him. But it's like this whole thing because her bias, you know, her favorite member from the group that she follows is not who he pretends to be on stage. He's like a lot shyer, he's a lot more, you know, insecure and a little bit sad. He doesn't really believe in himself when he's just alone in his house. And our main character, she gets to see this side of him, this B side of him. And then because, you know, life is just like that, or anime is just like that, she gets to meet the rest of the band members. She gets to go on these insanely funny situations and experiences that honestly have filled my days with a lot of laughter. So if you haven't seen this anime, I would 100% recommend it. Again, I still haven't finished it. It's only 1 season so far, 13 episodes. I'm on episode 6. And honestly, maybe tonight I can not binge watch. Maybe I can watch like 2 or 3 more episodes because like I just really enjoy my time watching Tamon's B-Side. So I need to see if the rest of the season is going to be just as good as the first 5 episodes. So yeah, I think that for now, those are all of the updates that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm definitely going to be thinking up of other things that I want to tell you because again, it has been so long since we last spoke. So yeah, stay tuned for whatever else comes to my mind. I will keep you guys posted. But for now, I'll talk to you guys later. I've just been editing this video that you're watching right now, and I actually found some footage that I filmed about a month ago, and it's me, you know, before disaster struck. And I feel like, you know, I don't want it to go to waste because I actually like really, you know, I had fun filming that clip and I'm showing you something that I'm really excited about. So I thought that I would share it with you guys in this video. Even though it is a month old, I still feel like we should give it some space to be itself. You know, what does that even mean?
Flashback.
It has been so long since I last did a reading vlog. I kind of feel rusty. I don't know how to speak to the camera if it's not for a sit down video. Like, yes, I love a good haul. I love a good unhaul. I love a good TBR video. I love reading challenges, but something about reading vlogs or just vlogs in general hit different because it's kind of like we're just on FaceTime and I'm showing you little bits and pieces of my life and I'm sharing all of the things that make me happy and all the things that I'm going through. And it's just a different vibe that I feel like I've been wanting to do for so long, and I don't know why I keep putting it off. I have a lot of things that I want to talk to you guys about. If you know me, if you've been here for a while, then you know that I love to yap. I love to tell you guys about everything that I love, everything that I hate, everything that I'm watching, all of the animes and K-dramas and shows that I've been binging lately. We also have some book mail, which is very interesting because I don't know if you know this, but I did go on a book buying ban literally in February. I think I posted a video that was called The Last Book Haul of 2026. I'm not buying any books. I'm being very mindful of the books that I'm spending my time with. So imagine my surprise when these two packages popped in and I have no idea where they're from. I think I might know where this one is from, the Amazon one, just because someone did tell me that they might have sent me something, but then this one, not really sure about it. So I thought that it would be fun to open it with you guys because of course I love sharing anything that I can with you, and book mail is definitely one of those things. The intrigue is eating me alive. So let's get this started with some good old traditional book mail. Let's start by opening this one. I'm not gonna say anything, I'll just open it. Yes! Okay. All right, I was very much correct. Let me show you guys what I just saw. Well, yes, obviously it's a book, in case you didn't know, but inside we have a very exciting book. You can't break your book buying ban if you're not the one who got the book. That is very good logic. I like the way you think. Let me just say it again one more time. You can't break your book buying ban if you're not the one who got the book. Mind of a mastermind for sure, absolutely. Enjoy from Ash and Kel. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Ash and Kel sent me, okay. This is Cat Sebastian's Starshipped. Even my camera is intimidated by this book because it just looks so good. This is Cat Sebastian's newest novel. This is called Starshipped, and the way that I don't even know what it's about, but I'm already obsessed. Cat Sebastian's writing positively sings, an absolute masterclass in enemies to lovers yearning. BK Borison, okay, if BK Borison liked it, then I know I'm going to love it. I don't want to read too much of the summary because I don't like to be, what's that word, spoiled for books. I mostly like to go into books knowing next to nothing about it because that's just kind of how I like to experience stories. I've always been that way, really. I don't like reading the summary if I can help it. But oh my goodness, Ash and Kel, thank you so much for this wonderful gift. If I would have had one regret of going into a book buying ban, it probably would have been the fact that I wasn't going to be able to get Cat Sebastian's new book until next year, or until I achieved my goal of having 0 books in my physical TBR. So this is an incredible gift. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. But we do have this last package to open. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm just so excited. Wait, give me a second. Wait. So I opened the package and this is what I saw. And I know what this book is. This is like the Book of Disquiet. I did not know it was that big. Oh my goodness, wait. Oof. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. The Book of Disquiet. Okay, yes, by Fernando Pessoa. This is an incredible edition. Are you kidding? Are you seeing how floppy this is? That's so good. That is so good. Okay, but yes, this is the Book of Disquiet. Disquiet. Yes, there we go. And there's a note, thankfully. Thank you so much. It's a handwritten note. Okay. I'm so glad you like the Luciads. I hope the Hunchback of Notre Dame does not disappoint. Here is some more Portuguese literature, and if it is a dud, BK Borison to the rescue. I would love to hear what you thought of Good Spirits, but also Patreon is not in my budget. Best regards, Joanna, not just a casual viewer anymore. Wait, Joanna, thank you. Thank you for solving the puzzle. Thank you for solving the mystery. This requires some lore that I will give you guys, but let me finish reading the letter. P.S. I am so glad it looks like I started a trend. I had actually thought of sending you the Mayas as well. P.P.S. Good luck with the book buying ban. Okay. Okay, Joanna, thank you so much for this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so last year, I think it was last year. Last year I received 2 books. There are 2 other books that I really want to show you guys. I don't know who they're from. Like the note literally just said from a casual viewer, so I don't even know who to thank. So if somebody is casually viewing this, I really wanted to thank you for sending me, first and foremost, Victor Hugo's other famous work, Notre Dame of Paris. And I just wanted to properly thank the person who thought, who liked my video so much and liked me so much that they wanted to send me a book. And now I have finally solved the puzzle. I finally know who the casual viewer was. Joanna, thank you so much. They do mention B.K. Worson because they also sent me Good Spirits by B.K. Worson, which I loved. I adored reading that book. I even made it a Patreon buddy read, and there's a whole vlog about it. I mean, if you text me, I will for sure send you the link so that you can see it because, if it wouldn't have been for you, I wouldn't have been able to read that book physically, so I'm really, really thankful to you. I'm so happy. Oh, I was not expecting such a wonderful surprise. And I don't know if you know this actually, but this book has been on my wish list for the longest time. So many people have recommended it to me, and so many people have told me that this is the type of book that I always rave about. This is the type of book that I always end up falling in love with and that end up low-key changing my life. And the fact that this is one of the floppiest books that I own, it's just meant to be, Joanna, okay? Like, you're such an incredible human being. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Me and Portuguese literature, we definitely have, we have a relationship growing. I was born in a time when the majority of young people had lost faith in God for the same reason their elders had it, without knowing why. And since the human spirit naturally tends to make judgments based on feeling instead of reason, most of these young people chose humanity to replace God. I, however, am the sort of person who is always on the fringe of what he belongs to, seeing not only the multitude he's a part of, but also the wide open spaces around it. Okay, I know I only read the first 3 sentences, but this is really giving... Oh my God, ¿cómo que se llama ese libro que yo me leí el año pasado? Espérate. Madonna in a Fur Coat. This writing style and kind of the main character is giving me the vibes of the same narrator from Madonna in a Fur Coat. I know I only read the first 3 sentences, but that's just the general first impression that I get from the Book of Disquiet. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Wait. Oof. Oh my goodness, wait. This is incredible. This is really cool. One of the defining texts of the modern world, extraordinary, a haunting mosaic of dreams, autobiographical vignettes, shards of literary theory. Wherever you dip, there are rich hours and teasing depths. Are you kidding? That sounds like my next favorite book. I'm sorry, that sounds like my next favorite book. Joanna, thank you so much. You really do know how to choose the books, huh? Like, this is such an incredible... Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And your note. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know you're the casual viewer. That was eating me alive. So I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. This is so incredible. And of course, to Ash and Kel, who sent me Cat Sebastian's Starshipped. Why do you never want to... Okay, there you go. Thank you. Oof, my April TBR is going to be jam-packed with incredible books, which honestly is going to be a very welcome change from how my March reading has been going. Because honestly, guys, I have been having... hopefully the worst reading month of the year. All of the books that I've been reading, they've just been okay. I even found my first 2.5 star of the year, and 2 of the books that I read for my March TBR, I immediately unhauled them because I just knew that I would not ever want to revisit them again or even recommend them to anybody else. So I've just been having a lot of bad luck with reading lately. Oh, now that I'm pointing at the bed, maybe I should tell you why there's a bed in my background now. I just realized this. Maybe you don't know. I mean, I haven't really told anyone. Quick lore drop. My brother is visiting us from Taiwan, and this actually used to be his old room. So obviously when he left, when he moved out, I kind of took over, obviously, and made it into my studio / book thing, bookshelf, room, book room, library, home library, yes. So yeah, after he moved out, I kind of turned this room into my very own home library. But now that he's visiting us for a month, I mean, he obviously needed a place to stay, and I just couldn't say no. And that's why there's a bed in my background now. It's going to be for a little while, but honestly, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, speaking of the devil, my brother called me. This is an incredible segue into the other thing that has been taking quite a lot of my time recently, and that is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Y'all, this video game has taken over my life simply because my brother, when he came from Taiwan, he was like, we need to play Clair Obscur. This video game changed my life and I want it to change yours. And we started on Sunday and now we're about to go kill the paintress. So I think I need to go, but I will definitely update you guys after we kill the paintress, I guess. And I will tell you more about Clair Obscur and everything else that's been going on in my life. But for now, I need to go because I need to go kill the paintress. So let's go. Anyways, after I finished work and after, I had my afternoon coffee and just rested for a bit, I did watch Tamon's B-side. I made it to episode 8 and it just keeps getting better and better, okay? Like, now we're being introduced to the entire group of the guys, and it's kind of like we do have the second lead syndrome going on, where we have this second romantic interest, and of course our main character only has eyes for Tamon, so she doesn't even realize that this second guy is like in love with her. It's just like so dramatic, but I love it. And they even had like this summer boot camp and it was so fun, and it's just really nice. It's a very nice way to spend my evening. But I don't want to finish the entire anime series tonight because I do want to get some reading done. I want to see how much I can read tonight of Your Absence is Darkness. I'm currently on page 227 and maybe I can make it to page 250 or maybe even to the end of this section, which this next section is called You Don't Make a Decision and Are Paralyzed. That sounds like something I'd say when somebody asks me to make a decision and I'm trying to make them understand why I don't like making decisions. But anyways, I want to see how far I can make it into Your Absence is Darkness before tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. I do have a doctor's appointment at 11 a.m. and then I have reading sprints at 1 p.m. And so I'm just going to go see how tomorrow is going to work out for me. Those are all of the updates that I have for you guys today. I do think that I'm going to be filming a little bit tomorrow. I'm still not sure where this video is going, but I definitely didn't want this video to end on a bad note. Like, I still wanted to let you guys know that I may be going through this hard experience. I may be having to adapt to this new lifestyle that has been dealt to me, but that doesn't mean that I still don't find joy in the little things or like the big things. The little things are at times one of the biggest things. So I just wanted to assure everyone that yes, I may be struggling a little bit, not gonna lie. I will not sugarcoat things. Everything I said still remains true, but that doesn't mean that I haven't had some beautiful days here and there. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I think I'll either read or edit. I'm still like in between both. I'll see how I feel after I take a shower. But for now, it's good night and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye. hey, hi, how are you doing? Whoa. Okay. Great start. That's exactly what I was expecting would happen actually when I started filming. But anyways, hello. I've just come back from my doctor's appointment. It went pretty well. I didn't have to wait that long. The only bad thing that happened was that I forgot to bring a book with me. So while I was waiting, I literally had nothing to do except use my phone, which is always, that's not my preferred way of being, I guess, in waiting rooms. Like, I'd really much rather read a book than pick up my phone. But anyways, alas, I digress. I did come back home and I am now currently doing some Patreon reading sprints. I just thought that this was the perfect time to film a little unboxing because I got these two packages today. I was not expecting them, so yeah, I think I need to share it with you guys because I have no idea what's inside these boxes. But before I unbox these two bad boys, I did want to give you a quick update on Your Absence is Darkness. I didn't finish it. My plan is actually to potentially finish this book during the reading sprints, but if not, I won't beat myself too much over it. But look at how close I am to the finish line. I am on page 344. I don't even remember what page I was yesterday, but I think it was like 230 or something. Between yesterday and today, I've read over 100 pages, and I am very proud of that fact. This book has made me very emotional. Sometimes I'm reading a few lines, a few passages, and I get this really hard and painful knot in my throat. There are so many different characters involved. We're basically following this huge family and every single member, and we're getting to know them on this very deep and personal level, and you get to know things that make you feel close to them and that makes you love them for who they are, even with their mistakes and their flaws. You get to read about all of the things that they love and all of the things that they're maybe not the most proud of, but they make them who they are. It's just like this gigantic storyline with generation upon generation. Like, we have grandparents, we have great 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 grandparents, and somehow this author manages to make them all feel equally as important and as hard-hitting. So it has been an emotional roller coaster with this one, for sure. So I'm very excited to finish it to see if we ever actually get to learn who the narrator is, because he still doesn't remember anything. He's just writing things down, and somehow he gets, like, as he writes, he gets to see a glimpse of these characters' lives, but we still don't know what the correlation is between the narrator and the people he's writing about. So hopefully we'll get a couple of answers, but so far I am enjoying my time with this one, although at times it can be a little bit hard to read, but there are just so many incredible lines that they're just so beautiful. One of my favorite lines from this book so far has to be, "Give me darkness and then I'll know where the light is." Like, are you kidding? It's so good. It is so good. But anyways, that is my reading update for today. And now I think we need to do this. I need to know what these packages have. Oh, I don't think that sounds like a book. I kind of want to start with the box that's more banged up because I just feel sorry for it. Like, why? Like, was it really necessary to treat it this way? But anyways, I guess we'll find out if that actually damaged what's inside, which does not feel like a book. Or maybe it does. I don't know, actually. There's a note. Oh, wait, you can't hear me. There's a note. I love the fact that it's the first thing that I see when I open the box. I adored this book when I read it, and I hope you do too. I know you've been having a rough couple of weeks, so I hope April is treating you better. Thank you for all the light you bring into our lives, from Miriam. Oh, Miriam, that is so incredibly generous of you. Wait, okay, give me a second. Wait, that was so nice. That's such a... Interesting how her note mentions light, and I just read a quote that speaks about that as well, like, show me where the darkness is, or how was it that it went? Like, show me darkness and I'll show you where the light is, something like that. That was really beautiful. Thank you, Miriam. Okay, but she sent me, let's see this together. Excuse me. Ay, coño. So Miriam sent me, is that A Tree Grows in Brooklyn? Wait. Oh, this is beautiful. I have had this in my wish list for years at this point. One of the greatest American novels, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, written by Betty Smith. Miriam, this is such a fantastic pick. Thank you so much. Wait, I have always wanted to read this book. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. The beloved American classic about a young girl's coming of age at the turn of the 20th century. The rare and enduring thing, a book in which no matter our backgrounds, we recognize ourselves. Oof. That sounds beautiful. Oh, Miriam, this is such a nice gift. Thank you so much. Actually, genuinely, thank you so much. This is so wonderful. And also, can we speak about how floppy this is? This should be the standard for every single paperback that we get. Like, this is wonderful. This is actually fantastic. Oh my goodness, Miriam, thank you. That was a great package. That was a very nice gift. Thank you. But we do have one more box to open together. So without further ado, let's just see what's inside. Is this The Handmaid's Tale? Wait, this is what I see. That's clearly The Handmaid's Tale. Who sent this to me? The Handmaid's Tale, written by Margaret Atwood. What? Oh! Oh! There's two! Wait. No, this came without a note! Okay, so in this package, we actually had two books. We had The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and what is this? The Testaments, also by Margaret Atwood. I don't know if this is a direct sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, but they obviously have the same cover style, or graphic design style. A cautionary tale, a story of resistance, and a work of impeccable world building. In Margaret Atwood's dystopian future, environmental disasters and declining birth rates have led to a second American Civil War. Actually, I didn't finish the season, but I have seen a couple of episodes from the TV show. I just cannot believe that I don't know who to thank for this. If you're watching this and you're the person that sent me these two wonderful books, which are also, may I add, very floppy. Like, I'm glad that floppy paperbacks are becoming the norm. I really am, because they're just so much more comfortable to read. Maybe the note is like stuck in these pages, but no. Sometimes that happens, but I don't see any, no. Anyways, if you're the person that sent these two books to me, thank you so much. First and foremost, for thinking of me and wanting to send me these two wonderful books. And second of all, actually, there's not a second of all. I mean, I guess thank you for watching my videos and connecting with my content and, you know, wanting to be a part of my book collection. Because the thing is, when somebody sends me a book, they've officially become part of my book collection. I would not be able to have the collection that I have if it weren't for you guys. And I am constantly being introduced to new books, and sometimes even brand new favorite books because of you. Like, I had never heard of those books before. A very great example of this is Stoner by John Williams. I had never heard of that book before. But then somebody sent it to me and it changed my life. It literally broke my heart and rebuilt it and then broke it again. So I'm really appreciative to everybody that sends me books. And even if you don't and you just watch my channel and you're here lurking in the comments or writing your own comments, I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. And that's why I was so adamant that I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to show you guys that I haven't forgotten about you, and that every day that passes that I don't upload a video, I feel really bad, because I love making videos and I love connecting with you guys. And whenever I let the pain win, and whenever I don't prioritize doing things that I know makes me happy, yeah, it like makes me upset. So that's why I really wanted to try my best to get this video out and to let you guys know where I've been, what I've been doing. Instead of filling this video with only the negative things that I've been going through, I also wanted to try and balance things out with all of the beautiful things that I've been experiencing, like getting to know my niece and spending time with my sister in this new era of her life, reading some good books, and maybe, fingers crossed, finally leaving my reading slump, watching really good anime. So this vlog is very much a love letter to myself and to you guys, just me trying to come back to myself and come back to you and letting you know where I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been loving, how I've been feeling recently, and hopefully you enjoyed. I know it's been a long time overdue, but hopefully you haven't forgotten about me or you haven't missed me too much. and fingers crossed things will be back to normal from here on out. I'm really going to try my best, and I'm not going to let the pain win. So I just wanted to let you guys know that before I officially conclude this vlog, because I do need to go back to the reading sprints now. But it's been lovely filming this video for you guys and thinking of how you guys are going to react and what parts are going to be your favorites. It just fills me with a lot of hope and a lot of good, positive emotions. So whenever you're watching this, I really do hope that you enjoyed. And again, if you're currently going through a similar situation yourself, I would love if you could tell me about it in the comments below and maybe share some tips, maybe not tips and tricks, but just like, what do you do to live your life despite the pain? You know, I would really appreciate that. So once again, thank you so much for watching. And I do have a Patreon where I post exclusive content. I host reading sprints, readathons, and a monthly book club. Wow, I haven't said that in so long, I almost stuttered. Like I didn't quite remember what I was going to say, but it's okay, I got it. So if you'd like to be a part of my community, I would love to have you. The link is down below as always. And without further ado, I guess it's time to edit this video and get it out as quickly as possible because I really just want to talk to you guys. So hopefully I'll be seeing you very soon. I love you all and we'll talk soon. Bye.
Hey Jimmy, you nice, keep going.